Good morning. This is V. Kapurani, Assistant Professor, Triple Department. Today we are going to see a video on transformers. So, what are transformers and what are the basics of transformers? So, we know that transformer is generally used to convert one voltage to the other voltage. That is from AC voltage. It is used to convert AC voltage from one value to the other value without changing frequency. So what does mainly transformer consist of? It consists of two windings, the primary winding and the secondary winding as shown here. And this primary winding and secondary winding are wound on a laminated core. Lamination is nothing but a thin strip of sheets, iron sheets, which are aligned together like this as shown in the PPT. These are the laminated cores. You can see thin slices of sheets that are combined with one another to form a strong core. And in that core, these are the two arms. These are called as two arms. And in these two arms, you can see the windings that are wound, called as the primary winding and the secondary winding. So, what is the basic principle behind the transformer? The basic principle behind the transformer is that when a voltage is provided in the primary winding through electromagnetic induction, through Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, EMF is induced in the primary winding, and because of this induced EMF in the primary winding, passes through the core and it links with the secondary winding, and EMF is being induced in the secondary winding. Okay, so the EMF that is being developed in the primary winding is being linked with the secondary winding through the laminated core, which means that the transformer converts one value of voltage to the other value, that is AC voltage, from one value to other value without changing frequency. So there is no change in frequency. So that is what is being explained. The transformer has two coils and the mutual inductance laminated steel core. So this core is made up of either steel or iron piece. And the two coils are insulated from each other. That is, there is they are not physically connected. So physically there is no, when there is no physically connection, what does it mean? They are being insulated with each other through this laminated core, and the core is made up of transformer sheet steel laminations assembled to provide continuous magnetic path with minimum of air gap included. Okay, and there is a minimum air gap included. So you can see these dotted lines are the flux that is being linked with the coil. The flux that is being produced in the primary winding links with the secondary winding, and the EMF is being developed. So this transformer works on the principle of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction and mutual linking. So this you can see here, the winding that is being, so this is the general representation of a transformer. The core is being represented as a rectangle line, and the blue line indicates the mutual inductance. The dotted line here shows the mutual that is induction between the primary winding and the secondary winding, the coil flux being linked from the primary winding to the secondary winding. You can see a voltage is being developed, that is given at the input. So this is the input voltage that is given to the primary winding of the transformer. The current I1 flows. There is a switch S1 that is used to close, and the EMF that is induced in the primary winding is E1 of T. And this voltage that is being given as an input to the primary winding, with primary winding having N1 turns, is being linked with through the core to the secondary winding. So coil 2, this is the secondary winding, coil 2, and primary winding you will have coil 1, and you can see that EMF that is being induced in the secondary side is E2 of T with the current flowing of I2, and that is being connected to a output which is the load resistor R. And the transformer, the basic types of a transformer are core type and shell type transformer. So in core type transformer, this laminated core, there are two arms of the laminated core. These are called as the two arms. That is the two sides. This is arm one and this is arm two. So you can see the bindings wound on the arm one and arm two with core at the center. So this is the laminated core, and you will have the low voltage winding that is wound with the in the inner layer, and high voltage winding in the outer layer, and there is an insulation between these two windings so that they are not physically connected. This is the cross-sectional view of a core-type transformer. You can see that this is the top view of the core-type transformer. You can see the high voltage winding and the low voltage winding with the lamination of the steel sheet laminations that are there connecting the arm 1 and arm 2, or the coil 1 and the coil 2, or the primary winding and the secondary winding. So these two are called as the arms or legs of a transformer. So this is the core type transformer. And the difference between the core type transformer and the shell type transformer is that in shell type transformer, you can see the windings wound at the center of the core. So there in core type transformer, it was there in the opposite, that is in the side limbs. You can say it as side limbs. Okay. So in the side limbs, you would add the windings, and this is the core type transformer. In shell type transformer, in the center of the core, you will have the windings, the primary winding and the secondary winding. So the red color represents the primary winding, and this is the secondary winding. This is the cross-sectional view of a core type and shell type transformer. So you can see the brown color are the windings with high voltage winding on the outer side, low voltage winding on the inner side, with the magnetic flux of lines along the core, and you can see the primary winding on the secondary winding. In the shell type transformer, the upper layer is the primary winding and the lower layer is the secondary winding, and it is seen in the in between, that is inner arm of the or inner limb of the core. In shell type transformers, the core surrounds a considerable portion of the winding, and paper is used as the insulation material. And in between this, the old winding consists of the disc stacked with insulation spaces between the coil, and this insulation spaces allows for cooling. That is, they have either horizontal cooling and insulating duct. So you can see that VA voltage is given as the input to the primary, and VB is taken as the secondary. Similarly, in the center of the limb, you can see that is called as shell type winding. So core type will have the windings in the core, either side of the limbs or the core, and in the shell type winding, you can see the windings at the center of the core. So these are the transformer that is there, which is rectangular in shape, or it may be in the distributed form. Types of cooling. So in between the insulations, you can cool the transformer, because transformer converts one voltage to the other voltage. So there will be high voltage transformers and there will be low voltage transformers. For high voltage transformers, the because of the current flow, the core gets heated up and the current flows in the winding, that results in more losses like I square or eddy current, I square or loss, copper loss, or the eddy current loss, or the core loss. So what to do? We have to use some cooling types to reduce these losses. So one is the oil-filled self-cool type, oil-filled water-cool type, and air-blast type. That is through the water, either through oil filling or through water, through blasting the air. You can reduce the heat that is produced in the transformers. So we will see the oil field type. In the oil field type, there are radiator tubes through which the oil is being sent. So this oil absorbs the heat that is produced in the core as well as in the windings, and the oil is removed outside. So in the inner oil, the oil that is sent inside is cool, whereas the oil that comes out of the transformer is very hot, taking absorbing the heat that is produced in the core and the winding. So the tank is filled with purified, high quality insulating oils. The oil helps in transferring the heat from the core and the windings to the case, and it is radiated out to the surroundings. So this is air blast type. This is mainly used for smaller type of transformers. Oil-filled cooling type is used for high voltage transformers, because high voltage transformers will have more heat, whereas the air blast type cooling of transformers is for smaller type of transformers, where the normal air is being circulated. It allows for cooling. So you can see this is the sheet protection for protection, and this is the windings that are there. This is the input. All these four wires are the output, and these two are the input. So this is the primary side and this is the secondary side. So you can see the primary winding on one side and secondary winding on the other side. So this is the core type transformer. These are all cooling here that is seen here is the R type of cooling, where the normal air circulation reduces the heat that is produced in the winding, and this is used for low voltage transformers. So the next type of transformer that we are seeing is the auto transformer. In auto transformer, there are nothing like primary winding and secondary winding. There is a single winding transformer. So auto transformers are nothing but single winding transformers. In that, the primary winding is that is the same winding is used as both primary as well as secondary. How that is possible? That is, the input is fed here to the primary, and the output can be collected at any terminals. So there are terminals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terminals. These 5 terminals are taken out, and the output is collected with any one terminal. That is the one terminal that is there, and the negative terminal is the zero terminal. So this is the zero, and any one from any one of the terminal you can take the output, and that is called as the secondary side. And this auto transformer is used in low power applications. Since single winding is used, auto transformer are not mainly used for high powers, and they're used generally for low power application with variable voltage. Since these are the outlets that are taken from the transformer, there are several outputs that can be obtained from the auto transformer. There is no single voltage. Whereas in high voltage transformer, one voltage value is converted to the other voltage value. So normally you will have fixed values. But in auto transformer, you can vary from 0 to 230 volts. That is, input that you give will be 230 volt, but the output that you can take can be either 20 volt, 40 volt, 60 volts, or any voltage varying from 0 to 230. So for variable voltage application and low power application, you can go for auto transformers. And the other type of transformer is the instrument transformers. So instrument transformers, there are two types of instrument transformers. One is the potential transformer, and the other one is the current transformer. So what is this potential transformer? You can see that there is an high voltage AC power source, and that high voltage power source can be converted into low voltage. That is called a step down transformer. See, potential transformer steps down the voltage of the circuit to a lower value so that it can be used for operation of instruments like ammeters, voltmeters, wattmeters, and relays. Ammeters are used to measure the current, voltmeters to measure the voltage, and wattmeters are used to measure the power. And it can also be used for relays for protective purpose. So instruments, to mainly protect the instruments, we are going to use a transformer. This transformer steps down the higher voltage to a lower voltage, and this lower voltage is suitable for safety precautions for different types of instruments like whatever we are using. So this type of transformer is called as potential transformer, and they have a step down ratio. And the current transformer, so this is the picture of a current transformer. It steps down the current of a circle to a lower volt value, and this is used in same type of equipment as a potential transformer. So similar to the potential transformer, current transformer, here the current is being stepped down. In potential transformer, you can see the voltage being stepped down from higher voltage, for example, of 13.8 kilovolt to 20 volt AC. It is being stepped down. So potential means voltage. So in potential transformer, voltage is being stepped down, and in current transformer, the current is being stepped out. You can see the current. This is a circular. Current transformers are generally circular in shape, and you can see there is this is the winding. The current transformer is spread across the winding. So here the current is being converted from one value to the other value. Okay. So these are the different types of transformers that are seen. Thank you.